We have what's called predatory mites that eat or demolish the two-spotted mite, which can be a problem, has been a problem in the district for years, and these predatory mites can control that as well. So all these, with the ties and that, it's less insecticides, and it's only a good thing.
One thing that we do that I think is important is that we don't, when we first started here, most orchardists would remove all the prunings from the orchard and stack them up and burn them, get them out of the orchard. We don't do that anymore. We mulch everything in the orchard. So if you go back to where the guy's been pruning there, you'll see a whole lot of sticks on, well, his sort of thing. Here's a good example. This is a pruning from a previous year, so it's just about sort of pretty well decayed now.
Yep.
So we're returning, the only thing that actually leaves this orchard is the fruit.
Yep.
So everything else, the leaves, everything stays in the orchard. It's returned to the soil. So we think that's an important thing that we do for sustainability.
Well, we virtually use low tillage, so we're not tilling the soil much, and we're practicing IPM, which is integrated pest management, and we're using a lot of soft chemicals that to help control, and they control specific insects or specific diseases. So we have to monitor our orchards a lot more than we used to.
Yep.
Because we're not using the sledgehammer approach. Yeah, virtually everything we use today, we can sort of go straight into the orchard and not be a problem. We've been able to use technology which has reduced our water usage right down, which includes the microjets. We sort of got onto that fairly early and went to a few water-wise management courses and did the training in that. And then we've also installed hail netting, which is not only good for hail, but it's certainly very good for water management, reducing the evaporation and giving a really good environment for trees to grow under.
With codling moth, which is a key pest, the moth lays an egg, becomes a caterpillar, the caterpillar bores into the apple. So what we do is we stop that process by using natural mating disruption. We use pheromone ties that are put on the trees everywhere at a certain density, and that floods the orchard with the scent, or the pheromone scent of the female moth, and the male moths can't find them, so they can't mate, so you don't get eggs and you don't get caterpillars. So, and so that's really, we don't spray at all for codling moth anymore with insecticides. We have invested a lot of money in hail netting, as you can see, and in talking about sustainability, that's a huge capital expense, but we have to grow quality fruit, and people and consumers don't like hail marks, and that's the key reason we're doing it. But there are other advantages. It reduces your water use by about 30%. It also minimises sunburn, which you can get in a 35+ degree day. If you're under the hail netting, that incidence of sunburn is less. So, and we're trying to also minimise our use of water using drip irrigation now, not under tree sprays. So they're a lot more efficient. You get a lot less megalitres per hectare, and probably actually grow better fruit doing it with drip irrigation.